to your love. You got to hold on.
Hold on
to your love. Why the fuck are we playing today?
You gotta get your ooze.
You gotta get your groove on.
And your ooze on.
This is how we do it.
Come. Sorry.
What you gonna say? Ooh, ooh.
You better get it. I'm over here at cutting the fool, girl. I almost got ghetto. I thought they said they wasn't gonna deliver my phone. I almost got ghetto. Sorry, girl. I had to kind of.
Did it come? Is it on tracking?
Yeah. So the return kit
right.
came, and the label was being created for the actual
Track
phone.
light.
Yes.
Not pack light. Track light.
Track light. Anyway.
Okay. Girl, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, my dears.
I am so sorry, y'all. We came on cutting up. Welcome to another episode. We are back for another week. I am one of your lovely hosts, Miss Lomax, Chrissy bitch, whatever you want to call me.
And it is I, Sun-Kissed Chalk.
And together we are.
To each his own.
And shit, we is lit, bitch. Let me tell you something.
Wreck is jumping right now.
That shit like Destiny's Child, bitch. Jumping.
We do not own the rights to any of this music that is being played in the background. We do not own the rights.
Hear it.
In case you can hear it.
We tried to tell them to tone it down a little bit because, we in separate studios, but it's a little overpowering today. So
and we ain't want no problems.
You never know. We listen, like Lil Scrappy and them say, we ain't want no problems. Ooh. First of all, that used to be I used to love Lil Scrappy back in the day. I was in love with Lil Scrappy. I was ghetto.
What was the other song with Money in the Bank? Shorty, what you drink? I got money. Yes.
I love those. Okay. Whatever, I love it. Yes, it was. Then we at episode 51. We have reached the hump of 50 and came over. And now we at 50 plus 1. Okay? And we are here, bitch. It's a lot going on in
Double
the streets.
cheers on that. Here we go. Ow.
It's giving Foxy Brown today. You giving Team Foxy Brown today. If you watching on YouTube, I'm just saying, it's giving Foxy.
She's going to be upset. Y'all have to stop calling me that, lady.
It's giving Foxy. Although me and her mom do tease it, we say she look like Mila from 702.
I don't look like her. Yo, I really do not look like that girl.
See, he's my property.
And that's my boo. You know what?
Y'all do a favor. Pull up a picture. If anybody's on Google right now,
Marcus inserts picture of Mila from 702, also known as their lead singer. Yes, there you go.
She was the only chocolate girl in the group. The sisters was light skinned.
Right.
So you have to be able to spot her out.
I'm gonna bust you in the spot.
She was a chocolate spot in the bowl of milk.
No, don't say that. Lord, don't come for us in the comments, please.
I mean, it was a fucking joke. I mean, clearly nobody's coming at her for being dark skinned.
Oh, yeah. No, not.
She was the fucking bomb. Yeah, like we're not about to sit here and do that. Yes. We from Philly, we big. That's what we do. Yes, we do.
And she know how it go.
Exactly.
She mess with music.
He said, love.
Okay.
I wonder if they got on the merry-go-round together. I'm just saying. He went from just a friend. I don't know if she was the girl next door. That could have been you.
He definitely went from the front to back.
I'm just feeling that. Just saying. Anyway.
Get it together. Anyway.
Can we? That's right with the audience. It's like, can these bitches gather yourselves behind these fucking mics and get it together, bitches?
That was the best line of the whole entire ordeal when that was the line of the night. That was funny.
But speaking of the queen, that gather yourself.
Gather yourself.
You understand? Gather yourself.
So what's up with the what's up?
Oh, bitch, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Shibbity boo bop.
You just remind me with what's that? That shibby doo bop, booby dop. I wanna love you. Shibby doo bop, computer love. Yeah, that sounded like.
I can't with you.
It did. Shibby doo bop, computer. So, beyond all the madness that's going on, it's a lot of shit that we just gonna skip, and I'm just gonna run down the line. We're not gonna talk about no Kim K shit. We're not gonna talk about no Ray J shit. We're not gonna talk about no Nicki Minaj and no rap girl battle shit. None of that shit going on. R.I.P. to P&B Rock. He definitely was a Philly boy. Prayers and condolences to his family.
Yes.
And I think that kind of wraps up the shit that we're not going to talk about. So y'all are not going to hear that and outtake from us.
Yeah, basically. So
next on the shit that's going on the list. So we was sitting back.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we've been fooling. We started off talking about a few old school songs that we like, but we just said a little quick RIP to P&B Rock. So let's just delve into hip hop real quick and what's going on in the streets. Y'all remember when Biggie said, "I got my daughter to college playing, so she don't need no man." And they trying to figure out what part of the song didn't she understand.
Oh,
so apparently, Tiana Smalls, the legendary hip hop artist Biggie Smalls' daughter, has bailed her boyfriend out. Did she bail him out of jail with her? And she used the house.
Listen, and this was left
from her dad's royalties.
Yep.
To do so. She gave into a man that deeply that she literally gave her father's royalties away. I think that's really sad.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, like, what their relationship is like and why.
I'm hoping it's not exactly true and that she didn't, like,
just do that.
Yeah, just do that or give up, the gist or the most of what would be considered
her fortune,
her fortune and her rights. I mean, but let's kind of talk about that. How many times, though, do as women, we go to the extreme and, we dig ourselves into debt, or we put ourselves on a back burner, or, in shameful light when it comes to others to protect our man, to save our man, to ride for our man. I mean, some people would say, that's the cost of love.
Yeah, but I mean, it don't always got to be that. I don't think it always has
to be that way.
You got to figure
that. Because that nigga gonna bail you out?
I
personally believe that most times if the shoe was flipped, that niggas wouldn't be riding for females the same way that we be riding for them with these sentences, these bail hearings, and I do not think, man. Mark, if your girlfriend went to jail, would you bail her out?
Yes, but I don't speak for everybody.
Right.
I about to say, here come the butt. I had to listen.
But because but see, but it's like, okay, like, all right.
It depends on what she did, though.
I mean, what are we talking?
I mean, if she went to
serious case, or
I mean, yeah, if you already said if she went to jail, you would bail her out. All right, bet. So if she had a low sentence, say it was a light month, Joan, say she had to do a year, 15 months, would you stick it out with her?
I'll bail her out.
But say you bailed her out, now she went to trial and she got sentenced, and she sentenced to 15 months. So that means,
would I stick with her
would you stick with her for that sentence? Because 15 months, that means she going upstate road. That means she don't got nothing over 24. She going upstate road. That's what I'm saying. See, look at niggas. Niggas got a thing on it. Most females be like, I'm a ride for my man, even if she going to cheat. Most of the time, she automatically gonna answer.
To be honest, y'all gonna do that?
No, because I don't do that. Because I'm gonna tell you from the. Well, hold on. I'm gonna say no, but because I know for me personally, I don't generally deal with guys who are in the streets who live that type of lifestyle anymore, because I know what that lifestyle comes with.
Absolutely.
But
I feel you.
I got a man, he get into some shit, say we out together and he get into a bar fight or something like that, because of me and the guy press charges and he got it. I'm going to rock that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, in a situation like that,
I'm going to rock that out because I feel like it had something to do with me. Even if the situation didn't have something to do with me and it was like, damn, he just happened to be in the wrong place, wrong time, or got into some shit, or he was trying to defend himself, or whatever the case may be. I feel like it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Like, as long as it wasn't on no dumb shit, I feel like as long as you wasn't on no stupid shit, I feel like I would rock it out. Now, say you get in 5-10 years, I'm telling you now, I'm going to rock out, but I'm fucking other people.
Hey, yo!
I'm going to be honest with you.
I was about to say, I'm going to just go to the hearing with the little glass.
No, because I feel like you going to always need a friend.
I'm talking to somebody else.
You going to always need a friend. At the end of the day, you going to need somebody to come home to. And let's be clear. Them niggas, they get behind bars. They got phone bitches. They got bitches that they can call, connect to. Everybody digs into their
commissary bitches.
Tricks and all of that.
Bitches.
Yeah, everybody got all of that shit.
Picture bitches.
Come up there on the same day because they getting their visit days mixed up and all kinds of shit.
Yep. Then that's when
Listen, we didn't say it all. So I'm going to tell you from the rip. if I'm gonna rock this out, I'm gonna be fucking other people.
Well, see, for me personally, I just feel like it's a very, very contextual thing. It's depending on what's going on for me personally. But just like you said, those days of me dealing with somebody who's in the streets like that, having long going, I'm over that. Like, I can't. I got a life, and the way they moving, they don't even go by the same code as when I was coming up. So it's super no way. Like, you couldn't pay me. So I mean, I can't see it happening. And just like you said, like, honestly, my initial reaction, because I don't think many guys are going to rock out with you. Like, they're definitely not rocking out with you. Like, you're definitely rolling out on that joint.
No, like, you fucking another bitch the same night.
Right. Like,
I get locked up, you fucking another bitch the same night.
They not trying to give her free?
You gonna tell me, I felt lonely and I was sad because they got you, so I fucked another bitch.
Okay, crime mob.
That's what you gonna say. Not crime mob.
I'm so sick of being lonely.
Every night.
You know that was our
shit.
Somebody help me.
They're gonna be like, why the Beatles don't shut the fuck up on this episode? I can hear them now.
Sing it, yeah.
Yo, that would be fucking hilarious. Are you that's
Comment if you know what that's from. Woo, child. Don't get me started up in here.
The arms with it too.
Yes, you gotta do the chicken bird, whatever it's called, the chicken bird. But
not
girl,
a chicken is a bird.
Ain't that how they be?
Oh God.
Anywho.
Oh Jesus. All right, what you want to do next? You want to do this zesty shit? Because I feel like you just swerved right into that before this. Oh goodness.
Girl.
I think we should
Zesty
go right into that.
and testy.
Oh, give it to me.
So basically where this stems from, let's give us our ghetto urban definition, which is camouflaging as queer as a pickup style or in order to, you know,
to bag a woman.
And then you got men out here that's losing bets to teammates and getting caught sucking dick in the locker room. That was crazy. Now, honestly, as a woman.
So speaking of going to jail.
For me. Well. Where's the plate?
I'm just saying.
So basically, this guy had a bet. We don't know what the bet was about, but like, long story short, lost the bet.
It went around. It was on the blogs over the last couple weeks.
Lost the bet, and pretty much like, you know how shit get crazy in the locker room, and like at any given time somebody's recording something that's happening that's exciting in the locker room. So he lost the bet, so everybody was all hype, and I guess the part of the loser had to suck the other person's dick. I don't know who makes a pause bet. I'm pausing because I'm a real nigga at heart, so I'm gonna say pause. So I don't know who makes a bet like that.
If no way in the world.
If you are
sit in the room with my fucking girlfriend.
That's what I'm
saying. Females, and we gonna be playing truth or dare, or we gotta bet. Oh, bitch, well, if you lose, you gotta lick her pussy. Who the fuck you talking to?
Yeah, like, who the fuck you talking to? Like, why was that even a thought? You should have kept that shit. You'd have been did better keeping that to yourself.
Who the fuck you talking to?
First of all, who thought of it first? Who said it first? And who actually agreed to that nut ass shit? I got one question. Were they Caucasian? From my recollection, they were.
I thought they were Caucasian.
This took place in Australia. It was an Australian team. Don't know what kind of. I'm not sure if it was like soccer or football. White, right? Yeah, well, yeah.
That's what I thought. So, but you know how we feel.
But there are black Australians.
But you know how generally speaking, you know, this is a stereotype. You know how it's a stereotype that, you know, that white boys, jocks, you know, they try anything.
Well, yeah, and now it's becoming more acceptable to be more fluid.
This was before.
Ironically, because it was such a thing that was
where it came from.
Yeah,
this is before it. I think this is where it came from. Honestly,
girl.
Yeah.
Chads and the Tanners.
Chad, Tanner, Taylor,
Cody's, fucking Collins. It's like, no, I'm not trying to be stereotypical. And it's crazy because I feel like 80% of those names that we just named, there is a black person that I know that has that name. So that's why that's funny.
I know no black people with any of those names.
I do. I know a black Colin. I know a black Brad. I know a black,
Chad?
Black Chad, absolutely. He actually was original black because he was from the West Indies.
What?
A OG black person. Yup.
He's an anomaly. He's
Really?
Like a unicorn.
There are black people named Chad. There's black people named Chad.
Where?
They actually exist. Like they like eat food and drink water and
I think that they
breathe
do.
the
I
air
just
like
don't
you and
know
I
now.
do. They have thoughts. They have a
I
spine.
think they
Like
exist. I just don't
kinda
know
similar.
one.
So
Anna, but
They
Anna
give
knows,
Homo
this,
sapien.
but this is what we told y'all this a couple weeks ago. Anna knows all of these people. Like there's something Anna hears and sees shit that nobody fucking knows. Shit nobody knows. She knows the black Chad and the black collar.
Not the black Chad. Yo, this is terrible. They're going to cancel everything after
The black Chad.
My name is Christine.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck.
There's
Most-
black Christines. I know one.
Most women aren't. Their name is Christina.
Well, yeah, I know black Christinas
Because
too.
black people, for whatever fucking reason, think that every name has to end with an A.
A
That's some
sure.
black ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a or
Mhm.
I. What the
Mhm.
fuck?
Mm-hmm.
A Tanisha, a Adriana.
I know,
a
right?
Shanika,
Ignorant.
a- everything. A Shakira. All my fucking friends' names literally end with the except for like one.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
All of you bitches,
Mm-hmm.
except for me and one other.
And poor my friends because they got me, Yana, and Anna. That's a shame.
And somebody always
And somebody
mixing
always
your
mixing up. I'm like, I
so
am
I'm
not
just like,
Yana.
we
She's
not
I am
we not the
Anna.
fuck doing it. And somebody, you will never get away with calling me Christina.
Yeah, right.
You will never ever get away with calling me Christina. There is no A in my name, and that is a whole different person. My name is not Christina Aguilera. You guys can call her name, but why can't you call me
My-
Christine?
Period, poo. Period.
Y'all got me fucked up like my bio says. My name is CHRISTINE. Okay, I had to do a little replica of Jimmy for y'all. It's an fucking E. It's
That
not
was
an A.
That was the chop and screw version.
Exactly. The fuck. That was very specific because I hate the fact that people call me Christina.
Yeah.
It irks
I
me.
hate that for you.
I appreciate you, friend.
'Cause there's a
I hate the fact
difference.
that people call you Adriana.
Yeah, that's the Adrienne.
Yeah, I don't like that for you.
Adrienne.
I
Yeah,
hate
like
I hate the people. I hate for her that people call her Anna.
yeah, that's Roro Erkin.
Anna is 2 N's.
Oh yeah.
Anna is 1 N.
It is.
Like Brianna and Tiana. And
Yeah, I'm
Tiana.
like y'all see y'all call them Annas, and some of them are
Do
double
spell
N's
double
though
N. They
too.
spell it like, but I legit know people who A and A, like GIANA,
Mhm.
BRIANA.
And it's
like,
pronounced Anna. When you see Brianna with 2 N's, it's pronounced Brianna and not Brianna.
Yep. And I've seen it spelt in all kinds of ways.
Adrian is crazy.
Yeah, they call me Adrian.
Yeah,
They
she's
actually
definitely
call
been
me
called
Adrian.
Adrian.
Like for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like legitimately call me Adrian.
I know they probably listening like these bitches really sitting here doing a breakdown of their fucking names. Yes, bitch, because y'all gonna know what to call me.
But I was
Like-
nice enough to shorten it and call and say Anna, but y'all still can't get that right. It's just frustrating. It's like you go from Adriana to Anna, and they still can't do it. I don't understand. Like
Well, of
y'all
course it's
determined to
easy.
be wrong at this point. Whatever. Anyway,
Speaking of determined to be wrong,
back
to the dick
situation.
sucking.
So how did we get here? Like
because it was wrong.
as a man. Even if that was something that you knew in your heart you didn't want to do,
I felt
and
like
you
he
still
wanted to do
agreed
it.
to it. You had
He
to
wanted
want
to do
that.
it.
You didn't need a bet at that point.
He had a taste for dick.
Pause. He had a taste for a glizzy. Damn. Glizzy gobbler.
This is gonna be a very interesting episode.
Yo, I'm really immature today. Like, Lord help me, please.
Patty fucking Patricia.
I put the I am immature just now. Like, I'm drawing.
Come on, IMX, bitch.
Ooh, baby.
You will not.
So, zesty and testy.
That shit is drawing.
So the other side of that, just like so, how we started that was
Mhm.
talking about the guy that camouflaged as queer to pick up a girl.
I remember those days. I remember when
Why?
guys used to do that.
But why though? Like I don't want nobody to have to go that far to try
I
to
don't
talk to me.
either.
Who am I?
I definitely
Who am
I
I?
definitely can recall guys who came off more metro
Yeah.
to like, and I
Yes.
specifically it goes back as far as middle school.
Yes.
I remember guys who came off as more, metro,
Mm-hmm.
just to be able to, infiltrate or get closer to the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And realistically, because they had their eye on a particular girl,
Mm-hmm.
and that was their way to get closer to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cute. I don't
Sorry.
I don't want a feminine acting man.
Not only that, I just feel like at the end of the day, if you're willing to go that far and you're willing to do that, like, why, for me, my mind starts to go down a rabbit hole of shit. Because then it's like, okay, so why
you
was
feel like
that
you
the
have to go
first
that
thing that
far?
you tried? You could have camouflaged as anything. You could have said you was a painter. Why did you have to, why was that your go-to?
He really came up. So if anybody does not know specifically what we're referring to, again, there was another video trolling around over the blogs over the last few weeks, and the guy, he walked up to the girl in like a supermarket or something like that, and he like, oh hey girl, da, 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 da. He's kind of like talking to her in a very flamboyant voice, and she like, oh yeah, da, da, da. He like, all right, so give me your number, da, da, da. He like, no, for real. He's like, so you want me to take you out? Then he changes his whole tone, like once they go to like exchange numbers or something like that. I could be detailing it out of order, but yeah, he changes his tone once the exchange becomes okay, and she kind of, begins to engage him.
That just got on my nerves. At that point, I don't want to talk to you no more.
My eyes and I'd have walked away.
Yeah, me
Your
too.
Your reaction specifically is exactly what I would have did. Like,
that's not impressive. That's weird.
It's not whatsoever. It's weird. And again, my mind would begin to go down a rabbit hole because it's just like, my dude. I was about to say dude and nigga at the same time.
Send nudes.
You are really on your petty shit today.
I think that
really
shirt
on
is so
your
funny.
petty shit today. It's like, my dude, if you really, you know what I'm saying, like, I go ahead about it. Like, I ain't here for it. I don't
just stay far away from me. You could do that whoever else you want. I guarantee.
Like, you want to be my bestie?
You're talking yourself. When you do that, you're actually, like we always say, like guys always do, you're talking yourself out of some yams. That's just it.
Niggas talk themselves out of pussy every day, B.
Every 5 seconds.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's jump into some topics. I think we talked a lot of shit so far.
This first time. It's so juicy. Can you make it?
Well, go ahead, Biggie.
For me.
Thinking for you. Come on.
So this was going across the blogs and on Instagram and going crazy for a little bit back.
Mm-hmm.
Months back. It surfaced from what I see back in March. So this has been on the list for a while, and I just kind of like wanted to talk about this because, again, it ties into a couple different things we were even talking about as we were talking about bullshit when we first opened the episode. So basically, long story short, so Young Jock is on a radio show somewhere or has a podcast or something. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it looks like he has a radio show.
He got a radio show.
It's
in
a radio
Atlanta.
show in Atlanta. Yes, that's what it looks like. I was right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much
hip-hop.
this guy called in. Yeah, they call people call in and get and make requests, and then they actually call the person and they like rehash or whatever like that. Long story short. So this guy calls in and he asked them to call this girl that he was dating for 6 months, and she just ghosted him out of the blue. He didn't know why, and he really liked her, and he wanted to, basically pursue her again. That was what I was picking up from what he was putting down. So anywho, he pressed the issue. They called the girl. So when she answered the phone initially and she got to know so she answers the phone and she's like, well, what do you want? He was like, well, why'd you? And they was like, well, he told us a story about y'all, blase. He just want to know why he just wants to know why you ghosted him. So then he starts she was like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, she flat out said that she did not want to talk about it. She made it very clear that she would rather not get into the reason. And she kept pressing the issue, and the guy started talking to her and, like, oh, we were cool. We were doing blase.
So he was pressing it.
He was pressing the issue. So long story short, she told him, like, basically she had to reiterate the story about the last time they were together. So pretty much on their last date, they were out together and they were at a kickback. And and they was from around the same neighborhood. They was from around the way. So they knew it was a kickback with mutual people at a mutual friend's house. So as you know how kickbacks go, sometimes like the guys and the girls separate, or they might a little bit, everybody still might be warming up to each other or whatever like that. The guys is in the kitchen talking shit, kicking shit, drinking a few. And so the girls is at the table kicking they shit, drinking a few, whatever. So she says, how, you in a room chilling, whatever, and you can overhear someone talking in the next room. She overheard him talking, and pretty much, long story short, he was bragging to them about pretty much taking somebody out. Right? So in her head, she's listening to the conversation. Mind you, she's in the next room the entire time, and he's like basically laying it on thick with details. So keep in mind, this girl can hear everything he's saying.
So
they're in the same
they're
house.
in separate rooms.
They're in separate rooms.
Overhear him
right.
talking.
She can overhear him clearly talking to people and telling them details about something that transpired, like something that he wasn't supposed to do or whatever like that. So basically, long story short, this girl goes to tell them, like, basically, so like I put 2 and 2 together from what he was saying, because in 2020, my brother was murdered. And she was like, the details that he was giving about the quote unquote or murder that he may or may not have committed, basically she was putting it together that it was him. Girl, she said that on the radio. And mind you, but this is the thing. She kept saying she didn't want to go into why she didn't want to no longer talk to him. She completely, after this ordeal, she completely ghosted this guy. She just stopped talking to him. And that's probably if you're in that predicament, it's just like you have no way of proving it. Like you can't record. It's depending on what state you're in. You can't record people without their knowledge. It's not like she can get him to confess to something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, wow, like, damn, like, how do I go about even?
I'd have went live. I'd have started recording myself. Because think about it. But I'd have made sure that if she could hear him, I'd have made sure I'd have went somewhere where I kind of like took pictures and recorded it to make sure you could hear him talking in the background. So technically, I'm not recording you. I'm taking a video of myself.
No, that was smart. I wouldn't have been thinking about that.
I'm taking a video of myself. You just can happen to hear what's going on in the background.
But who's to say he would have finished that conversation because they wasn't in the same room and she'd have walked in.
If she heard him from where she was at, I'd have just started doing that from where she was at. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you saying
and
so
trying
fake,
to see, yeah.
Walk to the middle of the both rooms on some fake taking a picture, trying to get a blank wall on some selfie type shit.
Yes.
This is a strategist right here, okay? She should have been in office, okay, bitch. Vote for, bitch, okay?
Bitch, my mom called me Olivia Pope.
She would have made Monica Lewinsky look like royalty.
They gonna take that the wrong way.
They are. Not even that. Meaning you would have helped her get, like, bitch, you want to know, say you was tying his shoe. Like, you was tying his shoe and he spilled some clam chowder on your head. Like, that's all. Child, girl, duck next time. So.
Come on, clam chowder and tying the shoe.
Listen.
Bitch, if that went over your head.
So, all in all, that is to say, imagine that you're her. So honestly,
damn. So what would you do?
How do you play something like that? And furthermore,
she did a
when
good
you
job
got him pressing the issue, it's like
alone.
She didn't want to. I swear they asked her. I want to say, if I'm not exaggerating, it had to be a total of at least 4 different times they asked her.
I'm surprised she didn't just hang up as he was pressing the issue. You know what I mean? Especially also knowing that it was on a live radio show. Clearly she was uncomfortable in talking about it. She didn't want to really discuss it. You know me, I'm good for hanging up on a motherfucker. I really think she should have just hung up on him because clearly she was very festered and flustered about how should I go about this, because I'm quite sure she had feelings of anger. When she put 2 and 2 together, she probably also felt feelings of shock and uncertainty because all she has is knowing the story of her brother's death and then listening to what he's actually saying. So she's like, oh my God, it kind of sounds this, but it could be a complete coincidence. It could have been a whole different situation.
Yeah.
So I can see why, she played it safe and just said, you know what? I'm not sure, but it sounds a little bit too right.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go ahead and let this alone because that's her fucking brother at the end of the day.
Listen.
You're not going to fuck with a nigga who killed your... I'm not going to fuck with a nigga who killed my brother.
Yeah, right.
Some other bitches out there, I don't know about their relationships with their brother. They might. But me?
And for mine?
And mine's?
No, thank you. That's a hard pill to swallow. That's so crazy, though. Imagine that, imagine you, and that's something that's so traumatic because from how she said, because mind you, I heard about this in 2022.
You got a girlfriend, right? You got any sisters?
No. Only child. My fault.
Damn, I forgot. Cousins, first cousins you close to, that's females. Mm-hmm. All right, so say you find out that your girlfriend beat up your cousin in school.
It's like...
And they got a lifelong one, like, oh, I don't like that bitch. Like, when I see her, they still got a grudge. How would that make you feel? How would you handle that situation?
You said when they see each other, they got grudge?
Yeah, because it was right, like, it was that serious, when they fought. So, like, when they see each other, even in the future, it's just like, I don't like, skank. I don't like that bitch.
I might have to cut her off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you love your family like that?
I do.
Oh, you got sisters?
No.
Oh, you the only child, right? Yeah, you did say
We've
that.
been
Sorry.
drinking, y'all. We sorry.
My fault. We knew the whole time Marcus was the only
I'm about to say we damn
child.
sure did, and I asked, and I was like, damn, I'm like, he didn't do it. Like, fuck shit. Sorry, Marcus. We're not gonna sit here and act like we don't know our editor because we do.
Yes.
We just been drinking. I'm like Beyonce. I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
That's crazy though. Like I just thought that this whole like listening to it, it just was like. It made me feel crazy inside because
I'm cutting her too though. I ain't gonna lie with you,
If I was
Marcus.
Doc, I probably would have hung up. I ain't gonna hold you because I don't want no.
Yeah, the moment she would have started getting into it that deep, I'd have just cut the call. But I felt like some
you need to do
people,
this on your own time.
you know, between those behind the mic and knowing what some of the audience might have wanted to hear, they took it upon themselves to, of course, keep it rolling. You know, not knowing
For
what
that
kind of
shock
takes that they
value.
were, what kind of takes that they were going to get.
They
So
didn't ask for that information.
exactly. But if I was her, I'd have definitely I'd have hung up. But again, she handled it well with being uncertain, not having all of the facts, having literally circumstantial evidence. And
mind you, and that's another point I was going to make before we asked Marcus about it. Like this information, I don't know how new or old it is, but this information, like this is something. It seems like if by the dates that I have in my phone from when it was screenshot, this shit happened in March. But she was saying in 2020 that the radio incident happened in March, but he got murdered in 2020. So she's had over a year to sit even and think about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like even just like replaying in her mind over and over again what happened that day, what they went through, all the evidence and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure it was a process. Like, so you never know. That's crazy.
So it sounds like the same year her brother got killed, she met this guy.
Nah, this is somebody that she knew growing up.
She knew him growing up.
Yeah, they from the same hood. Yup.
But that's what I'm saying. It sounds like, again, when they started to like date or whatever.
They started dating after her brother got killed.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like it might have happened around the same time. Like her brother, it might have happened within the same year. Yeah. You know what I mean? So and that's probably why he was talking about it, because it was something that recently occurred. You know what I mean?
That's correct. Yep.
I'm cutting off anybody from my brothers.
Yep.
I'm an oldest sibling. And if my brothers come to me and tell me, listen, there's something about this guy that you're dating that I don't like, something that I don't trust, something I heard him say this, and that. Again, when we come to what they come to me with, again, my brothers are my heart. If my dad don't like somebody, he gotta go.
I'm cracking up.
I'm dead ass serious. My dad is the deal breaker.
I'm hollering.
Oh, bitch. Oh, y'all laughing? I'm dead serious. Oh, my dad. Oh, baby, if Senior don't like you, oh, baby, you gotta go, because that's my twin.
I'm hollering.
That's my soul twin. That's my soul twin. Listen, that's not gonna work, because I know it's not gonna work. Me and my dad are very much alike. So if my dad happens to catch something in you before I do,
right. Well,
that's my red flag.
Yeah, true.
So that's why you gotta go.
That's my mama.
That's why you gotta go.
You know, I knew it was something. But yeah, that's when
people. Yeah, your mom ain't like some bitches we was friends with. And she was right. Because I was right at the beginning too.
I'm gonna pray for all of y'all. Every last one of y'all who ever.
I know we've been friends for 15 fucking years.
Like this one.
And you said what?
Nothing. That was for the listeners.
Marcus, you heard what she said?
I did. It was the double back that made me laugh.
No, fuck you. I think y'all got some secret society shit going. Y'all texting the group chat. Let me check.
No.
You motherfuckers.
We really don't. I hate you, yo.
I don't trust you bitches. Shit. No, I'm serious.
But for real though, like
I trust your mama gut too. Your mama and my dad, they said, them niggas gotta go. They gotta go.
With it. They be like, not really.
But see, that goes to show you that you bitches shouldn't have been nice, because I said something too. I'm just saying. Everybody that we cut off got cut off because of me. I will say that.
You know what? Topic number 2, because I'm over you right now. So, you read it.
Read? All right, Pastor.
Read it.
Treat me like the congregation. Shit. All right. We are now reading from Psalms 151. All right.
I hate you.
All right, topic 2. So we're getting into this tweet that was done by Dr. Dole Says. There are people reading this who survive not just childhood, but large chunks of their lives by focusing almost exclusively on their people's wants and needs, and who now are virtual strangers to their own wants and needs. It's time to get to know yourself.
Know yourself.
Go ahead and free yourself.
So, with that being said,
Fantasia just start playing in the background.
Yes, this is a woo.
That's deep. But I think as a clinical social worker, by day, we've been in this career now for over 10 years. We've been doing this for a minute. A lot of the members, and realistically, some of the overprotective children that I used to work with in child welfare, a lot of them come to mind when I read this. A lot of those who had siblings who are older and they were separated from them and spent a lot of their time, worrying about their siblings and being separated and trying to get back home and trying to get to other foster homes and things that their siblings were in. That's what I begin to think about, because now a lot of them are in adulthood, and they spent a lot of time, again, not thinking about themselves, just trying to either get out of situations or protect someone else from a situation.
Yeah, you can tell that they're lost by the decisions they're making.
And really the basis of that statement is trauma. In my opinion. It's
avoidance.
Really trauma. Yeah.
Yep.
Trauma and avoidance. You avoid dealing with things and pursuing things on your own because you don't want to face it. You deal with other people's shit because you don't want to face what you got going on, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, in any area. You decide to always have your hand in other people's business, or you always want to help somebody else. I find that you ever met somebody who you see them, they're super helpful. They help everybody, and you almost seem like they never take care of themselves, or you never see anybody helping them. They always lending and helping him. You feel like they're super sweet, super nice. I feel like, unfortunately, this is exactly what's described, because those people are running from something or they're avoiding something that they don't want to face within their own lives.
Yep.
So they shift focus and shift gears. Yep. And overcompensate is a big thing. And to be honest, I think that goes into a whole nother lane. I think you have those that throw themselves into other people in other people's lives, and just that helping nature, like, I always got to help somebody else, because that's your way of compensating or dealing with or avoiding what's happening in your life. And then you have those people who overcompensate, who always want to overachieve, over succeed, and kind of voice themselves and gas themselves up all the time, because they always have to be seen in this particular gleaming light, because that's their way of really avoiding the bullshit and the deep darkness and things that they have going on.
They only feel accepted.
Exactly. That's the only level that they feel accepted, because they're doing those things. Everything else after that, once that light shuts off, once they leave that area, once they're no longer involved in that population, in that scenario, in that setting, once they walk away from that, it shuts down. And shit really hits the fan. It's a totally different world for them.
Okay, Dr. Phyllis.
Well, that was my grandma named Phyllis. Shout out to you.
No, but that's very true. I think all of that you said is very true. And often these people are how can I put it? Like, they suffer a lot from depression. They suffer from anxiety. They're triggered very easily by certain things that you may not even think is a trigger response, because you behave in certain ways because of things that have happened to you, whether it's good or bad. That's just what it is. So these kinds of people, it's almost like it's a lost sense of self, and it's like they have to get to a point where they come to, it's like, all right, I don't even know who I am. And that's something deep, because it's like I've spent my whole life, like you said, doing for other people, worrying about other people, putting them first. And it's like when someone asks something about me, I don't even have an answer for them because I truly don't know. I truly don't know. I never took the time to get to know myself.
Preach, Sister Soldier.
So, you know, if that sounds like this is you and this is something that you're dealing with that you keep pushing off and you're always trying to just like overcompensate with other things and other areas of your life rather than doing the work on yourself, it's always going to stay with you. You take you wherever you go. And it's funny because I was having a conversation about, like, there's this wave of people who just want to up and leave Philly, who just want to up and move. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a lot of people. It's not even just Philly. I see that in a lot of places that are very, have a dark cloud over them, where there's a sense of hopelessness. There's a high rate of poverty, a high rate of crime. You know, the culture there is just so intense, and not in a good way. And you know, people want to escape that. They want to run away from that. They want to separate themselves from that. But it's really just like, are you one of those people who want to separate from that? Or are you just running away from, you know, because sometimes you are a part of what that stuff that's going on. Are you an instrument? Like, and if you're running away from that, like, you gonna take who you are with you wherever you go. Going to another city is not going to change anything unless you do the work, the personal development on yourself. It is a daily commitment. It's a daily choice, a thing that you have to wake up and say every morning, I'm going to do this. So when you're crossing borders or, you know, putting miles behind you, you know, are you still taking your old self with you though? Like, did you leave the old you behind? Because if you didn't, the same bullshit you got into in your hometown will be the same bullshit, and you will attract the same types of people. Yeah. It's the same thing for the female who keeps dating the same guy over and over and wondering why. Like, I'm never fucking happy, and these motherfuckers just keep on running me over. Like, I don't know why.
And to be quite honest, to simply put it again, as social workers, it's the definition of insanity.
Yep.
You can, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
That's almost going to get you always nowhere.
It's literally the definition of insanity. And if you didn't know, go ahead and look it up. The court of law will tell you. I'm just saying you can do better.
Listen, I mean, we want people to better themselves, and that's personal development is definitely something that we're big on. We always talk about, you know, we don't sit up here and talk about this stuff.
We had a deep conversation last week about, you know, the things that we wanted to personally work on with ourselves. I think it was good. I think it was really good. I actually went back and re-listened to it. Yeah. It was a little therapeutic.
It was a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't watched that episode already, check it out.
It was episode 50, bitch.
Yes.
We reached the hump.
Yes.
I do the Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump. Hey.
I do the Humpty Hump.
I do the Humpty Hump.
Hop on it. That dance is so lame. Any whore.
Oh God! All right, we gotta lighten the mood a little bit. Okay.
Yes. So let's bring
that was funny.
Let's bring up. This isn't lightning it either. This one is D too.
I'm gonna play with this.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, play with it.
All right. Shout out to Kevin Hart. Dangerous fact: a woman can stay with you while she already dumped you in her mind. Woo!
Dump, Humpty Dump. Hey, I
do the Dumpty Dump. Is you a Dumpty Dump? Hey, is you a Dumpty Dump?
So
that's the thing. I've done it more than once in my life.
I think every woman has been there.
Every woman has been here, and again, I've done it more than once. I feel like if you've been a woman that you've been put in a position where, you know, you and your partner have had super great indifferences because you guys just never could get on the same page.
Yep.
Say to it being careers or whatever the case may be, or if you were the woman and you were the breadwinner and you had difficulties in your relationship because of that, and you know the breadwinner versus the man in a relationship and that whole power struggle that comes from some men there in that area. I think women who've experienced that specifically, coming up out of those situations, they definitely, you know, left them already in their mind before they dumped them.
Absolutely.
Again, I have a history of, you know, having my ways. I'm just going to put it that way. And when I begin to have my ways, I already left mentally,
Yeah.
which was the reason that I began to have my weight.
I'm just laughing. That's all. I
can't even finish my fucking statement before you start
ahead.
cackling and gackling
Okay.
and shit. What is you laughing at?
I'm asleep.
Ella, what is you laughing at?
Stop calling me Ella while we on a podcast.
What is you laughing at? I'm trying to understand.
I'm just laughing because she's talking about something not, I'm just laughing at you because
Have
it's
my
just funny.
ways.
Yes, it's funny.
Chrisette Michelle said the best. If I had my way.
Well.
And have you ever cheated on somebody?
No, I really haven't.
Never in life?
For what? I can just leave you.
So you was telling me the truth when you said that?
Yes. I really don't cheat. I don't cheat.
You never had a reason to? You just never had to come across?
I mean, of course I've had a reason to. Shit. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be the last bitch that actually got cheated on.
Do you think you ever will cheat?
Do I think I ever will?
I don't think in your current situation you will.
No. I don't think I will.
I don't think so neither.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm a good girl.
But you never cheated. I'm proud of you, friend.
No. I don't see a need to.
We are complete opposites sitting here at this table, you guys, because I have a historical.
An opportunity going to rear its ugly head and present itself like a prettiest rap package ever. It's always going to be that way. That's just life.
Shout out to my exes. I love y'all, but I definitely cheated.
She's the worst, bro. Nah, she love you. She's definitely lying.
I'm not lying.
That was a dud. Done.
I do still love them as people.
Saying I love you and then also saying but I cheated in the same sentence is so funny.
I ain't say I cheated on all. First of all, I said I should shout out to all my exes, and y'all know which ones I cheated on. So don't do that. Don't do me like that. Y'all know I didn't say which ones I cheated on, and I shouted out all of them, except for those who must not be named.
I'm done with you.
You know who that one is.
Voldemort.
She always called me Lord Voldemort.
Lord Voldemort.
He was the worst person in Harry Potter. Don't call me him. He was the villain.
Yes.
Yes, he who shall not be named.
Yes.
I'm Voldemort with a C.
Yeah.
I'm Lord Voldemort.
Yes.
Lord Voldemort. Lord call them off. Lord call them all off. Okay.
Your name
Lord call them all.
Your name Chrissy Riddle. That was Lord Voldemort's real name when he was a kid.
What was his name?
Tom Riddle.
Tom Riddle.
I don't really like Harry Potter. I think y'all can tell.
No, I'm not gonna even lie. Dead ass. Okay.
Yeah, Tom Riddle.
Listen. Sentimental moment. R.I.P. to my grandma. She was a super big fan of Harry Potter.
Yes. Yeah.
She was a super big fan of Harry Potter. She had all of the books. Fuck watching all the movies. She had all of the books.
Yep.
I remember gifting her with one of the series for Mother's Day one year.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I was thinking about her recently, and I was just binge watching over the past weekend, and I had some time to relax, and I started watching the movie series in order.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't recognize I had only seen like 2 of them, and not even in full.
Right.
So I was like, oh shit, I just watched it. So I finished 1, 2, and 3.
That's good.
And I'm on 4 because I think it's like 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I started watching. I'm like, I'm interested. So I think actually when we finish, if I got some time, I'm gonna go back and.
I actually love. This is the time of year to watch those too. You know, during October and all that, because I'm a girl. I love Harry Potter.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm a binge watcher, a Chucky bitch.
Yeah. Oh, here you
go. Oh, you know I'm a Chucky fan. Oh, but you know I'm a Chucky fan. I seen all of them. Child's Play, baby.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh, I think I'm Tiffany.
Yeah.
Bitch, I love and that good cedar Chucky. What's your favorite Halloween movie, friend?
Probably like. I like Harry Potter a lot.
That's not scary though. I mean, I
not.
guess because it deals with witches and warlocks, wizards.
I like vampire stuff, so I'm like,
I'm
a Twilight fan.
I love
hate
vampire stuff.
I love vampires.
It doesn't do anything for me.
I used to watch
Vampire
Buffy
in
the
Brooklyn.
Vampire Slayer. Yeah, that was funny. Vampire in Brooklyn was funny.
I watched Buffy, but only because it came on TV. It really wasn't like super entertaining. It was just something to watch till my next show came on.
Okay. Well, Sarah Michelle Gellar was slaying shit, okay? Bitch, I'm surprised I still know her name, but that was Buffy.
Yeah, the blonde hair girl. I know you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So I like that. I was always a fan of Charmed coming up. But a favorite Halloween
Really?
movie? Charmed, the sisters that's witches.
That's what I said. Really?
Yes. Prue, Piper, and Phoebe, they was my bitches.
She remember all their names.
Yes, Prudence, Piper, and Phoebe. Anyway.
You are really the Brown Betty.
Yeah, I am.
This bitch is Betty fucking Rubble. I swear to God.
I don't know. Halloween Town is good. The Craft is a classic. Oh, that's a classic. The Craft, about the young teenage witch.
You know what my favorite Halloween movie is of all time, and it's not even scary.
What?
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, right, yeah. And Halloween Town, only because the girls had the last names in their movie is the same as mine. That's why.
It was Cromwell?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But you told them too, because if they look up the movie, they would know.
And they know your last name already, so I mean,
yeah.
They won't forget, but the shit ain't common. They won't forget by tomorrow. It don't even matter. Anyway.
Right. Damn.
No,
Fuck you gonna Google me, bitch. That's right.
But yeah, it's probably one of those.
I love Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Boo! That's my shit.
And one movie that me and my sisters always loved watching together was Jeepers Creepers. That shit be so funny.
That
Them
never
movies
did
is
anything
funny.
for me.
Them movie be so funny because people is so dumb. He is with that child.
Weren't they the ugly people? The people who look like paper was peeling off their faces, or like leather was peeling off their faces.
I think so.
Wasn't that them? Jeepers Creepers?
No, that's Wrong Turn. The people, the
yeah.
hillbillies. I know what y'all talking about. They was in the woods. That was the hillbillies. That was Wrong Turn. Jeepers
Okay,
Creepers
yeah.
was the guy that flied. He like a real life gargoyle or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Boy was scary. Came back every year, fucking
Again,
shit up.
wasn't memorable.
Yes, the fuck it was.
Not for me.
Creepers, where did you get those eyes?
Well, I know people who watched it, and that's the only reason why I know that theme song,
yeah.
because they sung it. But I was like, it didn't do anything for me.
Remember, Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was my shit growing up.
I
Are You Afraid of the
remember it
Dark
as
and Ghost
a
Rider?
series,
Yeah.
but I don't remember like in detail.
No, okay, never mind. Anyway,
I was a what was it? Not Ghostbusters. Was it Ghostbusters?
yeah, Ghost Riders.
The books.
Oh, the Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Me too.
That's what it was.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Yeah. I
I'm
just
sorry,
asked
didn't
somebody.
mean
No,
to
it's
catch
okay.
you.
It's so funny that you said it because when I just asked somebody what they favorite, they was like, "I'm not really a book person. Like, I'd rather just listen to it."
I
for real,
loved
for
to
real."
read as a kid.
It was like, but it's like as the last book I picked up and read, and like actually wanted to read it was the Goosebumps books. I was cracking up like, yo, I used to love them joints and Babysitters Clubs. Like that was my
Yo,
shit.
babies could.
Night of the Living Dummy. That was my favorite.
Yo, the Goosebumps Night of the
Yes.
Living Dummy. I remember that evil ass
Yes,
Pinocchio.
that was one of my
bull.
favorite.
Evil ass
Yes.
Pinocchio. That was Saw before Saw existed.
I'm so surprised you know that.
Oh yeah, that was in school with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they still have that shit in school then?
Had no idea.
I'm so
thought they got
proud
rid
of
of it.
school.
I feel old.
I mean, well, you know.
What
like,
school you went to?
I was in Alexander Wilson. The joint it got shut
You
down.
went to my school, bitch. I went to Wilson. I graduated from there.
When? What year?
I'm not going to say that right
My
now.
fault. No, my fault.
1979.
Not what year that I graduated elementary school, bitch. None of your business. Cash Money took over for the 99 and the 2000. That's all you need
Yeah,
to know.
Marcus. Yeah. I don't even think you was probably a buck.
That's why I was like, damn, they were still in school when you was in elementary school?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Wait a
thinking, like,
minute.
damn.
Oh, yeah, they did. They definitely closed Wilson down within the last, 10 years. So, yeah, he still had a
Yeah,
chance to
They
go.
closed it down. We was at the school district protesting. We was on the news for it.
Yeah, and the scientists, the University of Philadelphia, they took over and they bought it. I was sad when they did that.
Yeah.
I graduated from there. It was
Because
a
like,
moment.
wow.
I'm going to show you my graduation pictures off of air.
I went to too many elementary schools to be emotional.
I went to 3. No, 4.
Yes, right.
I went to 4. And Alexander Wilson was my last one. I
Gotcha.
ended up graduating. I did 3rd through 5th grade there.
Aw.
Yeah. I went to a Catholic school first. And then
Nah.
I went to a ghetto school in Southwest. And then I went to West Philly. And then I went to Alexander Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little ghetto too, but I loved my teachers.
Yeah.
Miss Gritter, shout out to you if you still living.
Aw. By the way, we do not own We do not own this music.
Because they are fucking loud. So let's just go ahead and get a boss of the week because they're about to piss me off. It's like,
Yeah.
but we don't want to get no copyright
we
in trouble.
don't. So let's hurry up. Yeah. So talking through the music because we don't own it.
Talking through the music. Bah,
Clicking
bah,
on the
bah,
link. Hey,
talking through the music.
and
Clicking on the link. Ayy. Talking through the music.
and clicking on the link.
Hey, clicking on the link.
It's Marcus
Clicking
bopping to
on the
it
link,
for me. I looked
ayy.
up. He talking about
Clicking on the link. Hey,
I
clicking
can't
on the link.
stand y'all.
Hey,
So we've got to, of course, every week we come to you with another Black-owned, somebody in the community doing something great, whether it's a business, a movement, anything.
and
anything,
they always
anything.
Black.
Yes. So this week we have Dope Botanicals. Shout out to
Yeah.
y'all. That's dope. Dope, regular
Woo,
dope,
woo,
DOPE,
woo, woo, woo.
Botanicals, BOTANICALS, all one word together. No additives, no substitutions. So what they slinging? What they got? Oh, they've got natural herbs, everyday detox support for digestion and metabolism. They've got natural herbs. They've got elixirs, tonics, all that. Everything is wild crafted and organic.
Yep.
So
Nice.
you definitely want to get over here and make sure that you know if you got anything going on. For example, if you got cardiovascular issues, if you just went through chemotherapy, or you just got the news that you might have to to get that as an option as treatment. Start getting up on your herbs and making sure that you staying healthy to boost your immune system. Even asthmatics can benefit from these types of things that they have. So shout out to them. Basically, if you have any kind of pre-existing conditions or you simply just want to be healthy, give them a shout. They got something for everybody and something for everything. Shout out to my Black sisters that's making it happen and educating the people and keeping us well. I like that. I love.
Let's give it Erykah Badu.
Yeah. You know what? Anyway.
I like it. I love Erykah Badu, bitch.
I know, but it's. Oh, I thought you was talking about my fist. I know now. I've got what you need.
No, I'm talking about this site. Don't forget who's this.
It's giving holistic.
It's giving Baduism.
I got you. I'm sorry, my fault. Don't get me. So shout out to Dope Botanicals once again. Dope Botanicals on Instagram, and it's myDopeBotanicals.com. They're located on 257 South 20th Street in Philadelphia, PA. And their hours is from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Wednesday through Saturday, and Sundays they got y'all from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Bye, y'all.
Shout out to South Philly because that's where they at.
Absolutely. Period. Point blank.
Shout out to y'all.
Okay.
So that is all we have for you guys. I know we started off, we did a lot of music takes, a couple of little clips, and we did a lot of bullshit, and we got a little deep. So thank you for bearing with us this week on episode 50+1. And we hope to see you guys next week joining us with some new friends. Bring somebody in the tribe so they can join us.
Yes.
I am one of your lovely hosts, Miss Lomax and Chrissy, bitch.
And I am the other host, Sunkissed Child.
And together we are
To each his own.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we see y'all next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.